Greetings, my friends. I'm Gilles Morcillon. I'm called to return and continue to anchor this energy, to speak, to communicate, to come in this presence, in my presence, in our collective presence, to unite in this energy of the source, this energy of the creator that we all possess, for we all unique, but we all possess that source energy that is singular. There is no, we all get the same source energy from God, although we have different paths. I'm going to discuss a few ideas. Thank you very much. Not to forget to subscribe, to like, to share, and to comment, as well as for your donations if you can. That would really, really assist me right now. And if you want a private consultation, you can send me an email. For spirituality, it's just about improving the quality of our life and being more conscious. Although it's not the truth shall set us free, but at first it really shakes us up, the truth that we need to see. So it's very much about moving into our connected self. Once we move into our connected self, we align with the spiritual connection. We're getting many. Not only can we enjoy many other dimensional experiences, but we also getting a lot of insight on many levels about many things. And yet spirit will always leave us some room to make our mistakes, to make choices, to have experiences, so we can learn and grow. So spirit is always there. It's always there. It's very on a subtle plane. I'm still not being able to fully merge within this higher spiritual consciousness. Yet I've been given a million times a proof that spirit is always present. There is never a time where our thoughts, our words, our actions, our feelings are not being recorded within the great library of the universe. And it's very important to not to accept to give our consentment. To give a consentment to negative propositions of the media and the politic. Just say no. You don't have to go on the scene and just declare it, or if you call to. But otherwise, just say no. It's like, because if they propose, they make something like, yeah, we're gonna go to war, and for it's for the highest good, we're gonna go to war. And people watch this program and they don't say no. They say, well, they didn't say no, so we have the approbation. Because those who control the program know about the law of consentment and cause and effect, and so to just say no, and that's enough to slow down all of their plans. For in truth, we are immortal beings living in a mortal body, in a physical body. Maybe someday we'll be able to immortalize our body, to turn our body into a plasmic form. But for now, just know that no matter what, death is only an illusion. It is a point of freedom for a lot of people, but still life was shortened here, so maybe we're going to be able to have extension, so we can create more, learn more. And it's important also to silence the mind, to make more silence, so that the guidance can come in. Because if we slow down, we are able to receive the assistance of the universe a lot more than if we choose to get always agitated and do everything by ourselves. To know that we have assistance, we have guides, we have all kinds of invisible resources. Yet to know that I don't know how to say in English, the Lord works in mysterious ways. It means that God is as the creator, he sees all, and he works through the whole, and is really working on a much higher level. So we do have to trust that there is the inner working of the soul is exactly perfect as it is, and all the inner works that we've been doing, everything we've been doing have been recorded. Everything has been recorded. There is not a single source that we ever had that has lost, that God has forgotten, or anything, any actions. So forgiveness in many ways is very important for when we made mistakes, but it's important to know that every good thought, every positive thought, every act of kindness, no matter how small it is really assisting the program. The original timeline of the planet was a total self-destruction of the material world. Nostradamus and so on. That was the dark program. But there was so much light on the planet, and now we avoided that timeline, and it's really anchored since 2012. There is no going back to the destruction of the world. So that's a good thing, because we were here and we did what we did. And so it is our work that has participated in this new timeline, that is Ascension timeline. So because every positive source of love, all the light and love and everything that we positive that we create goes into a cosmic bank account. It is like it is an energy bank account. It's a crystal pyramid. You can just always go there. It's on the upper plane of the fifth dimension. You think like you open the door and you project your consciousness upwards, and you go into the visualize this crystal pyramid that's connected to world pyramids that are collective creation on the fifth dimension. But this is personal pyramid when there is only your creator and your guides. When you go to meditate there, just from your intention, you know you won't be disturbed by any astral entities because you're on the upper plane of the fifth dimension. And so this is like it's also where we have our cosmic bank account, and we have accumulated a lot of light and a lot of love, and now we're getting ready for a withdrawal, a very big withdrawal. So we're really looking forward to this withdrawal from our cosmic bank account. And there is no we don't have an agenda except to live our truth. And there is no need to want. We don't have need to want. We have need to create. We have need to express our true self. And we don't need to be perfect. We need to be whole, and we need to be authentic. So we just continue to align with that, understanding the plan and our plans, the plan of the Creator and our destiny, our individualized destiny as well as collective destiny, is not of an earthly nature. It is of divine nature. To understand that which we seek is seeking us, that which we're waiting for is waiting for us as well. Just a matter of alignment. So it's sometimes it takes a very long time, but the wait is a protective measure so that we don't get things too early and we spoil something. It's like if you're preparing a delicious meal, if you serve it before it's cooked, it's not going to be edible. And but when it's ready, it's going to be delicious to eat. So just be ready. And because we have, when we tune into our higher guidance, we're receiving our information, our guidance from our soul and spirit and higher self. We have many steps ahead of the program. Yet our guides have thousands of steps. They don't always say, but they're actually thousands of steps ahead of us. And our Creator is millions of steps ahead of everybody else. God already knows the final outcome, or even of the cosmic plan. Yet he will experience it one moment at a time through the unfoldment of reality and consciousness. Because everything happened to God, time and space does not exist. Only personalities exist. And so the program is all about evolving personalities. I'm expressing my own perception. There's many perceptions, but there is truth to that. And when the light exposes the dark, it is not to punish the dark, it is to liberate it, to make us, the truth shall set us free. But sometimes it's painful to go through, to have to face certain truths that are not always, the dark truth needs to come up before the light truth comes in. So there's just, we have to be committed to live in alignment with our higher self, and more living in connection with our higher self will become natural. To connect to the higher intelligence of the universe, receiving the guidance will be completely natural. And because there was never planned that we as mortal beings fell down below the fourth dimension, that we have a lost telepathic connection to our Father, Mother, God, and the celestial realm. But then at the end of Atlantis, we fall down into the third dimension, which was never planned for humans. And so, and there are even humans right now that the behavior is so animalistic. They're in the second dimension. They regressed on the animalistic level. But, it's all part of the great law of evolution. There is some that ascend, some that descend, some that were qualified. We do want to qualify for this new earth, this golden age. Not all well qualified. Not every soul is mature enough to be able to live in peace, to live in love, respect, harmony. It will be an age of wisdom, but we need to have acquired certain quality, and now we're really being prepared. We're given time. God is kind and merciful. He gave us time to prepare. And we cannot compare each other, compared to anybody else, because we are all unique. There is no superior, there is no inferior, but there are no equal either, because we are all unique. Personality is a great mystery in the universe. The ego will never be destroyed, because our personality is just our lower ego will eventually surround us. So our soul consciousness, our soul personality, and our God self eventually will become the essence of our personality. But personality there is billions of people on the planet. There is no two personality the same. And there are trillions of planets. We don't know that yet, but there are trillions of planets right now in time and space that have beings like us, and they're all different in personality. And then there is thousands and thousands of higher heavens and higher planes with countless orders of spirit that are personal. Not all spirits are personal, but for us as personal being, we can only communicate, exchange with other personal spirit. And a super personal spirit is very difficult to communicate, or non-personal entities. Yet there are pre-personal spirit we can communicate with, like our I am presence. For God as a creator, God creates personality. As a super person, he eventuates, and as a pre-person, he fragments. But so personality is still a great mystery, because that's something, that's the one thing we will always keep, no matter what. Whether we ascend or descend, we'll still be the same person. We will just have different expression of that personality. And but we're all on a unique path. We all have a unique origin. We have a unique history. We have a unique ascension. So we cannot compare to anybody else. But we all connected to the same and unique source that expressing and manifesting through so much diversity. The creator does not like repetition. When you see a huge snowstorm on the mountains, you can see there's trillions and quintillions of snowflakes that forms all this the mantle of snow on the mountain. But there is not two single. Each snowflake is unique and different. So that gives us an idea of the great ability for God to create personalities. And in truth, the universe is very young. It's only the beginning. God will surprise us in many ways after the end of time and space, when we move into ultimate. Right now we're looking for the supreme, but eventually the supreme will be achieved by all beings in time and space, and then we'll move into transcendental. There are 4 transcendental levels of realization to achieve the ultimate, the supreme ultimate, and then once we achieve that, we will be searching probably for the absolute, the deity absolute. And all that is already present within the one that is the source of who we are. And so there is a great deal of diversity. Right now there is this 3D atlas that is coming, and it's like a bridge between the higher self and the physical consciousness. It is like the first messenger of many, many more will come, and as it comes closer, it will open the collective third eye. Of course, we'll hear all kinds of stories, like I see Mr. Elon Musk that says, well, it is terrifying. Those people, those are an aggressive alien ship that is coming to destroy us. We need to attack it before it comes too close. And it's like, of course, when the light comes in, it threatens the plans of the dark. So we hope that those people come down a little bit and receive it, because it's very gentle in reality. It's not a warship. It's not a warship. There is nothing to fear, but there will be a lot of scary communication about it as it gets closer. So let's see what happens. Let's enjoy those times. I thank you very much for coming to listen to those messages. I'm going to pull some cards, and I thank you so very much for your donations. If you can, that would really assist me to have a little bit of cash for the transition. I know that very soon, this 2026 year should be very, very different. We're all getting ready for this point of freedom as the light working community, the first waver. We've done all the work. Now we deserve to be free. We deserve to enjoy the abundance and the liberation. We needed time to get ready, and that's what it is. It's the treasure island, and there is this amazing treasure that we have. It's like we have this treasure, but we don't know where it is. We don't have the key, and in truth, we have to find it in the alignment within. So the higher wisdom is not for you. To know what is not for you, to let go of that which is not for you, to surrender to your soul and spirit. If it's for you, it will come back. If it's not for you, something better will come to replace it. What we need to understand is the milk and honey, to focus on the good life. We do deserve to have a good life, a life that I haven't started living in this process where I used to live when I was young, this amazing life. But at some point, like for the past 5 years, I've been in exile from my life, and I'm really eager to start living again. And I already have. But we do need to say it's good, I think, to have short terms, medium term, and long term plans. Specific plans, but it's also good to live each day, to see each moment for what the situation is, to be able to continue to live in the present while we keep our goal in focus. What we need to do is flexibility, to be flexible about everything, to understand that life is flexible and always responding to consciousness. And so the only thing we cannot compromise is our authenticity, it's our virtues, it's our principle, it's our core principle, it's our integrity. That we don't compromise our integrity, but we can sacrifice or compromise all kinds of things. We have to be flexible. And the outcome is alignment with the law. It is here called respect of the rule. So it's about aligning with the timeline, creating a new timeline, but aligning with the higher law of the universe, the law of abundance, the law of freedom, the law of sovereignty. We're really working towards removing the need to have to work for something and just be in a receptive mode, so that we can finally enjoy it. Took a long time, and so just to congratulate yourself for this arrival. And the card of the day is about anger and alimentation. So it's nourishing. It's about how do we nourish ourselves mentally, emotionally, physically. So it's about cultivating higher desire. The desire will rarely be fulfilled. But they do get fulfilled. There is always new desire. For desires is what's come from the soul that pushes the engines of evolution. But then the craving of the body is really we need to discipline the physical body so it can respond with more. Can respond to the soul, and then once we have learned, we will, then there is the knowledge of the Akash, the pyramid of Egypt. It's like once we silence the mind, then we have all kinds of information that is not always understandable instantaneously, but trust whatever comes into your mind. There is always a reason at the time for it to come into your mind, because it's all ministered by your I Am presence. Well, my friends, I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.